Okay, guys. That I've been seeing a whole lot of commentators talk about this, and I wanted to wait until more information came out about what actually transpired between Tim Pool and Ye walking out of the Timcast IRL, and and for what I've gathered from why Kanye walked out, it's because basically Tim Pool just told him like he can't say certain things, and when it comes to like Milo, Kanye, or Ye, and Nick Fuentes. Again, I don't know why the hell Nick Fuentes is there. He's the last person people should be hanging out with. But when it came to like Ye and Milo, who got canceled out, like I I don't know why Milo got canceled by the Wright. It's some more information about Milo that I need to look up on, because apparently he just disappeared after a few years. He just disappeared from the internet. People were still talking about him, but he was nowhere near the right. And now apparently he's more pissed off at the right more than ever, and he wants to get rid of Trump. And then there's Ye, someone who was recently canceled over a Twitter post about how he's he's more DEFCON 3 on the Jewish elites. And when people saw DEFCON 3, they was like, "Oh my God, Kanye wants to kill Jews." When DEFCON 3 literally means to be aware, and that's what a lot of people are failing to realize. Is DEFCON 3 means to be more aware, and he got canceled for that. JP Morgan Chase can't just completely cancel his bank account. He was worth $6.6 billion, and now he's worth $400 million. And now he done lost a settlement deal with Kim Kardashian and his kids, and now he has to pay 200K a year, not a year, I mean 200K a month in child support, even though freaking Kim Kardashian's a billionaire. Why the hell does Kanye West need to pay child support? Why does anybody need to pay child support for a mother who's a billionaire? It literally makes no goddamn sense. But that's for another story for another time. But right now, for what I've seen right here with the Timcast, Tim Pool basically just he dropped the ball. It's like he was playing it safe. This is why in that little shorts video that I made, that Tim Pool should have aired this on Rumble, because it's less censorship on Rumble. But instead, since he has a bigger following on YouTube, and because I'm from what I'm guessing, this is more exploitation for Tim Pool to try to bring some people in, because for what Tim Pool did here was really, after I rewatch it, it was really despicable, and it was really stupid on Tim Pool's side. And so we're gonna watch some parts from Tim Pool to the point where Kanye West walked out, and then we're gonna watch the outrage from the Young Turks, because anything the Young Turks says is it's laughable. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's go ahead and watch what actually transpired and what actually started this whole deal, and why Kanye West actually started talking about these certain issues that was going on, and how Tim Pool just completely wanted to just stop it, and he wanted to talk about something different. So again, playing it safe. Let's go ahead and watch.
And I'll just pull up this story from The Hill, which is from earlier today, 5 p.m. Pence says Trump should apologize. It's wrong to give anti-Semite a seat at the table. This, of course, is related to a dinner that happened, and I was wrong a little on the details. So a dinner happened. Nick, you were there. Ye, you were there. I just want to start off by, how did this dinner come to happen, and what happened?
Why would they bring in Nick Fuentes, though? Nick Fuentes is a racist. This guy says the most outlandish shit. Why would they ever bring this guy in? There are multiple clips of Nick Fuentes talking down on black people, and talking down on a whole bunch of other people that's basically not doesn't go with his politics. So the fact, I don't know why the hell they would bring Nick Fuentes in. This guy is just bad publicity wherever he goes.
But this whole, I just gotta go right to the heart of this anti-Semite claim that's happening. This is something, if you read the definition, it says you can't claim that there's multiple people inside of banks or in media that are all Jewish, or you're anti-Semitic. And that's the truth. Like, it's the truth. What are we talking about? And
Library, what do you mean? You mean?
I'm saying, like, I've been labeled anti-Semite, right? So there's different beliefs about our bloodlines, you know, like the documentary that Kyrie posted, and in general, America.
Again, with that whole Black Hebrew Israelites thing, that was an opinion piece. Some people could say, it said like it said like the Holocaust never happened. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. But it was still talking about, you know, how the Black Hebrews, they were the chosen ones, and not the people that are here right now in America. Like the Black Hebrew Israelites were the real chosen ones, and not some of the people here who are descendants of some Jewish people. So that's where that controversy came in. It's again, and people, and even after all that, people are still more mad at Kyrie Irving because he was a much more easier target than Amazon, who's profiting off of the book. So there is being selective about a certain issue. Yeah, they're being selective about who to target, and they would rather target Kyrie Irving. They would rather target a black guy than they would target Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos was not a easier target in order to try to cancel or try to boycott.
And now we can really understand. We can see that Ron Emanuel was right next to Obama, and then Jared Kushner was right next to Trump.
But so we're getting right into it, I guess, right? I was hoping to go for the news first before we got into all of this stuff.
Well, again, why would he not go into it when you literally just pointed to an article that says, hey, that said, talk about Pence asking Trump, why the hell would he bring some anti-Semite people to the dinner table? They are not allowed here. So Tim Pool basically brought up this whole ordeal, and the fact that he's surprised that Kanye West is talking about it just proves a point about how completely ignorant he was to this topic. He's been doing this story for a couple of weeks now, but all of a sudden when he got Ye in the Timcast, all of a sudden when Ye brought everything up, all of a sudden, we just now getting into it, huh? No, again, yes, because you brought up the article, you brought up the comment. So why would he not?
I think the issue is one way to put it is you're expounding upon a localization issue that you've witnessed, right? Let me clarify. There are a handful of people that you see are Jewish in a certain place, and then you associate Judaism with the power, whereas I view that as not relevant to it. Like, yeah, you're substantially more powerful than I am, but I don't view what you're doing as an issue of black people.
What else you talk about?
Yeah, but have you ever heard the term the black vote? So it's okay to put us in one net, but it's not okay for me to put them in one net.
I don't like identitarianism. You guys are familiar with what that is?
Well, they started it, and
yes, the hell you do, Temple. You like identitarianism. You like it wholeheartedly. Stop with the bullshit.
they've been visiting on us. We're trying to break it.
When I was asking you about running for president, you immediately said, well, you'd be good for the black vote. And I said, is that because I'm black? No, not just because of that. So is that, are you doing the same thing?
I didn't say
that sounds like identitarianism.
Say that was the only reason. I said it was because you're personable to the common person, and you probably would do well with the black vote. Absolutely.
Just because I'm black, because a lot of black people don't like me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Give a better answer, because if that was the case, then black Republicans will be getting a lot more of the black vote, but they don't. The black Democrats do. So just because you black doesn't mean you'll instantly get the black vote. Like, where's all this talk with black Republicans running for office against a white politician? 9 out of 10, those black people will vote for that white politician that's Democrat. So that's actually racist that Tim Pool actually said that, because Kanye West is black, he'll instantly get the black vote. That's not how it works, Tim, and you know that wholeheartedly. You just brought out that stupid ass statement.
Of course, I think race plays a role in a lot of things, absolutely, and I think that I think the construct of race has really been forced upon us as just something for us to be woke about and just constantly talk about and use it as these like walls. Couldn't you say the same thing about Judaism?
Well, let's look at the facts of what I'm saying, though. If you say in this neighborhood where they gerrymander, there's this amount of time. So, hey, I wasn't doing that. I was just gerrymandering the lawyers.
Wasn't it Dave Chappelle who said that everybody keeps on bringing up, if it's a black person, it's a gang. If it's an Italian person, it's a mob. If it's a Jewish person, it's a coincidence. Everybody keeps on bringing that up, and there's a reason why Dave Chappelle is uncancelable, because that guy just says whatever the hell he wants. He doesn't care who he's talking about.
And now this morning, I found out that they were trying to put me in prison because what they did was I moved $140 million into J.P. Morgan. And I said, I want to talk to Jamie Dimon. Like, look at me. I'm just going in naive, multi-billionaire. Like, maybe Jamie Dimon will let me in on some deal flow. Wrong.
So what he's talking about right here is that news just came out that apparently Kanye West owes $80 million in taxes. And again, I'm still on the bandwagon that taxation is theft. So the fact that he owes $80 million and they try to just out of blue and they try to toss him in prison because of, you can't say it's a coincidence that all this is coming out, like Kanye West losing his basically losing custody of his kids, him getting thrown in prison. Can't say it's all just a coincidence. Like that, like it's all happening for a reason. Some people would say it's Kanye West's fault. Some people would say it's somebody else's fault. But some of it, with how it is right now, and you already know how people are when it comes to like politics, and how if you have the wrong opinion, it could permit something else from happening that may not be in your best feature. So a lot of people will say it's Kanye West's fault, but when people have a certain biasness when it comes to like how they see things or what they hear, it will obviously make like the person, like let's talk about Ye here. You will be losing in almost every single legal case because of what some people hear about you or what some people say about you. So that's basically what it is. News just came out that apparently he owes $80 million in taxes. Kim Kardashian won custody of his kids. He has to pay $200K a month for some goddamn babies that's worth almost $1 billion because of Kim Kardashian. So again, I don't. It's crazy as hell at this point.
And I'm just like banging my hands like, I want to meet with Jamie. And I start complaining online, and then they debank me for complaining. And so I'm about to get debanked. They're like, you need to go to Trump's, the bank, AXO, whatever, you got to go. And I'm like, I've been trying to buy my own bank for the longest. And then we figured out how to get my own bank. It's like 50 million, 75 million. So I'm about to buy my own bank.
Good luck with that, because of, do you know how the goddamn federal government made it hard to open up your own personal bank? It's very difficult. You had to go through this process. You had to go through permits, and you also had to go through a whole bunch of Federal Reserve lines in order to try to open up your own national bank. Which there's a reason why the federal government or the state in general made it very difficult for people to open up their own bank, because if it's not money that they are touching, because they want some of those banking fees that they want some of those banking fees because they are greedy with money. If unless you're giving some money to the state, we're not letting you open up your own bank.
Pay a lot of taxes, and that made me feel like they're just like waiting, like we finally got them, we finally can put him in jail. And I was like, can I still run for president in jail? I found out I could. So I was like, okay, that's fine then. It'll be okay.
But if you were Jeffrey Epstein, they wouldn't touch your bank account. They would allow you to break the rules, regulations, just like JP Morgan and Chase did, just like Deutsche Bank did. So there is an issue to bring up with that. But when it comes to the race stuff, I think this is an important discussion to have, because I
have to complete this thought. You guys got to.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, because I'm talking about literally finding out that they were trying to put me in prison this morning. Watch this. So
this morning.
Yes. So not come to my house this morning, but I found out, okay, so they put a $75 million hold on 4 of my accounts. And then they said, you owe a lot of taxes. Took me like 6 hours to find out how much a lot was. They said, well, around $50 million. But, they'd be tearing down the contracts. It's all about position. It's not about the amount of money that you have. And, to come in here, I feel like it's a setup to be like defending. I'm not going to go through I'm literally going to walk the F off the show if I'm sitting up here having a, talk about, you can't say that it was Jewish people that did it when every sensible person knows that. I mean, Jon Stewart knows what happened to me, and they took it too far. It was like American History X. Like, my head was on the side of the curve, and the exact people that I called out kicked my head. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops in the Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look.
They would have Michael Jackson.
Well, obviously, I'm getting a bunch of messages from people. People are hitting me up, and they're like, "You shouldn't host them. They're anti-Semitic. They're white supremacists. They're racist." I do find the idea. I do find it funny or weird, or whatever, that Nick, they call you a white supremacist. You're here working with or for one of the most powerful black men, one of the wealthiest, and was famous. But a lot of people were saying on the right specifically, don't platform them. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I want to understand what they're thinking and why they're thinking it. They're they're involved in what may be the biggest news story of the past week, and we have an opportunity to sit down and talk.
Because the red media,
man, give me a break. This is all for exploitation.
It controls both sides. It just said it as simple as possible. Jared Kushner was next to Trump. Ron Emanuel was next to Obama. But see, since 1940, go ahead.
I was going to say, isn't that an issue of these individuals? Like you're extrapolating.
I'm going to order with the last of my money that's available in a different account. I'm going to order a PJ before I sit and have another Lex Friedman setup conversation when I'm literally they're trying to put me in jail for my opinion.
But you went right into the anti-Semite thing. I think it's something that should be talked about. But if you start bringing this up, you're going to ask my opinion on it.
No, you did that when you brought up the. This is why Tim Pool held this L right here.
And I'm gonna disagree with you.
I didn't ask your opinion on it. You jumped into it. But I don't care about your opinion. I like your opinion on how we win an election, but I don't care about anybody's opinion, bro. I lost. They tried to put me in jail. They blocked $2 billion I had. Like what I told Farrakhan, I said, look, is it anti-Semitic for me to say his name out loud? Like I told
minister.
Yeah, the minister. Like I told
Obama met with him too.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I mean, the Jewish people allowed Obama to meet with the minister. So Farrakhan said, well, did he have the money? The contract for the next 4 years, if I hadn't done anything, would have been $500 million a year for 4 years. What I was fighting for was the IP, so my children could you know, I'm sorry, just sometimes I think about 7 thoughts at one time, because anything I see, I come up with like 7 answers to it and then just choose what it is. But the thing is, when I said my children, the reason why my brain kind of blocked, because it's like God is saying, you know, your children are going to be okay. Baby mama's got money, right? God is using me. He's breaking me down, removing all of the, richest person, all of this, so I can serve him. And the more and more those things are taken away from me, the more I can be empty and be a vessel and be able to be used. And right now, it's like, you're not going to take, if we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say, it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah,
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is, can we?
Press.
Yeah, yeah. Right here, he said, when he said they was basically, he was basically said the corporate press, like they're the ones that's stripping him of his money. They're the ones who took his custody away from him to see his kids. Like, this is where Tim Pool like really took the hard L, because he's saying they. Like, who is they? He said corporate press. Corporate press is not the ones who froze his bank account. So who is they?
Press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking about.
It is them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
Right there, when Nick Fuentes, again, I don't know why the hell he's even there. When he said, well, it's them. Tim Pool said he not, and now Kanye said, what do you mean it's not?
I mean it's not.
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about, are you leaving?
Again, this is what
are you afraid of the press?
Out.
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up, and then think we're not going to have.
You brought up in the first place, Pool. You brought up in the first damn place when you brought up that article about Pence telling Trump, why'd you bring these anti-Semite people here? You brought it up in the first place. This was on you, Pool.
Like have the discussion. Like you think he's going to come in here and say,
and now Tim Pool is acting high and mighty and all that other bullshit.
Here's my pain. Here's my suffering. I'm going to say, I hear you. And then he's going to say, and it was Jewish people. And I'm going to be like, okay, but don't you consider? It's like, I'm not going to do this. I refuse.
Make sure he's cool.
All right, go for it. Luke and I will have a conversation. So I can't say I'm surprised. What do I even do? Other than ask him, please elaborate on this. Are you referring to individuals, or are you quite literally blaming an entire group of people for the fact that powerful individuals are causing you harm?
I really want
the freaking elites. That's what a lot of people mean when people say that. They're not talking about the entire like Jewish community. They're mainly talking about the people in charge, like the elites. That's what they're talking about. But you can't say that because you'll be labeled anti-Semitic. But we're gonna look at a reaction from the two biggest idiots on that's talking about politics. Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, the feminist that said that Cam Newton Cam Newton said he wanted a slave for a wife, which is not what he said. Again, you guys can't. Nobody should be taking Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian seriously, because these guys are full-fledged biased progressive idiots. But let's go ahead and look about what they said about this and how this triggered them for some damn reason. Why did it trigger them? I have no fucking idea.
But me, I don't have a distinction on that. I think Kanye West is a Nazi. So and then Nick Fuentes is a Nazi. So you invited a couple of Nazis on your show. Tim, when you do that, you're supposed to rip their face off. And he looked genuinely surprised.
So this is why they're pissed, because apparently Tim Pool didn't push back hard enough. Even though he did push back, he should have pushed back a lot more harder. Like they was about to freaking run Kanye West over with a freaking bus, a freaking tractor. So they're not pissed off that Tim Pool pushed back. They're pissed off because Tim Pool didn't push back enough like they would.
And hurt
and this is
that Kanye was leaving.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, he said, oh no, my star, the one that's giving me all this attention is leaving. Oh, what if the money leaves with him? Oh my God.
No.
Hey, you bitch.
100%.
Get man up.
No.
Do a real goddamn interview, you loser.
Okay, here's my thing about this one, Yuga. Why haven't you contacted Kanye and asked him to come on so you can do that? Because your handlers told you can't do something like that. You can't have somebody on that apparently you're bashing. You had Leviota on, but who really cares? It's Leviota. He's not really that big. But you talk about someone like Kanye West or someone like the Maxwells. You can't have somebody that's that big on your show because your handlers or your followers won't like it. So he's pissed off at Tim Pool for having this guy on the show. But at the same time, he's the same one that's him and Conspiracy are the same ones that will always bash people behind that goddamn camera or in front of that camera and be like, yeah, we hate this guy. But we're not actually going to get in contact with him and actually ask him why he feels this way. So if anybody is the bitch here, and Temple is an idiot, but when it comes to, he actually had the cojones to bring these guys on the show. The young Turks don't. That's where they are the biggest bitches.
No, it is an insult to bitches to call Tim Pool a bitch.
And this is the same bitch that said Cam Newton said he wanted a slave for a wife, which is not what the fuck he said. So this is the same bitch that really thinks it's an insult to bitches when Eric Experience is one of the biggest bitches.
I'm just saying, okay? The other thing that I'll just note is all we hear from right-wingers, including Tim Pool, and yes, you piece of garbage, you're a right-winger, you're a little...
Again, they go straight to the insulting, but they don't actually get in contact with Tim Pool and actually try to talk with him. Or Tim Pool gets in contact with them to try to bring him on the show. And actually try to elaborate why the hell so y'all calling me this on y'all show. So now let's go ahead and do a video together or a interview together, and let's go ahead and just go ahead and nip this in the bud, saying like, hey, why the hell you calling me out on this, and why you think you have the right to just say whatever the hell you please about me. So this is what the internet did. It gave people a lot more entitlement to say what they want in front of a camera. Or all over the internet. This is what the internet did. Give people more entitlement.
Little grift of I'm actually a centrist who provides cover for anti-Semites. Yeah, we're not buying it.
Again, are you guys gonna bring Ye on your show? At least Chris Cuomo brought Ye on his show, and Chris Cuomo got fired from CNN. He's working at a job with less money. You guys don't even have the balls to do that. This is why people should not be taking the Talk seriously, because they don't actually go into actual authentic interviews. They go for the progressive socialist bullshit that freaking Congress doesn't even want to have in their freaking premises. Because there's a reason why AOC, Ilhan Omar, and Nina Turner don't go nowhere in Congress, because their policies suck.
But we can't go a day without hearing from right-wingers defaming innocent people as groomers, as pedophiles, as dangerous individuals, whether we're talking about medical professionals, whether we're talking about educators. It's just endless, nonstop defamation.
Hey, Anna Experience, how you feel about some of these drag shows out here that has little kids literally in the front seat while a grown ass person is swinging their ding-a-ling in their faces, or shaking their asses in front of their faces? How you feel about that? Is that not grooming? Because that sounds like grooming to me.
Defamation of innocent people. But you invited someone who tried to make a case for pedophilia into your studio to have a nice, delightful conversation.
And Gasparian be defending some pedos out here too. Especially people that claim that they are for the LGBT or they are in the LGBT community, completely damaging the LGBT community. But because these people elaborate and say they claim they are for the LGBT or they are in the LGBT community, they refuse to condemn some of those people that make this community look bad. I pointed this out multiple times. But apparently the progressive, the socialists, the Young Turks are so afraid to actually call out some people in that community that's using the power of identity politics in order to save face, because they are afraid of backlash. This is the problem with the Young Turks. They always try to play it safe. They try to play it the freaking progressive democratic way, the progressive socialist way, because they're afraid of the backlash on Twitter. They were okay. They could brag about the right wing, the Republicans all they want. I'm not a huge fan of the Republican Party either. But when you are afraid to call out some people in your own community, or some people in the community that you claim you want to help, because this could be a bad thing for this community, then you're not actually helping them out. You're just instigating it.
Milo Yiannopoulos sitting right there. You didn't bother to ask a single question about his comments related to pedophilia, correct? Because you guys don't actually give a damn about pedophilia. The only time they care is when they can inaccurately label their political opponents groomers or sexual predators for political brownie points. That's what they do.
And that's exactly what you guys do as well. So you can't call Tim Pool this, and you guys do the exact same goddamn thing. What's the matter with you idiots? This is why nobody should be taking the Young Turk seriously.
That's who they are.
Milo was viciously racist, and no one in the right wing minded at all. That's not why he got driven from the right wing. He got driven from the right wing because he said that he didn't think there was anything wrong with older men, like literally grooming younger boys.
Oh, hold up. But y'all just said that the Republican Party doesn't hold itself accountable. Or the white wing doesn't hold themselves accountable, and the white wing completely just kick Milo if what he said was true. So wouldn't that mean that they are holding some people in the right wing accountable? You see, this guy just backed this up into a corner right there.
Boys for relationships. I mean, that's textbook pedophilia. So Tim Pool has maybe one of the most renowned group.
And again, some people in the LGBT community says this should not be a bad thing, and those individuals make this community look bad, but y'all refuse to call those certain people out, like that one guy in that spa that said he was a woman, and the guy and the person literally took his clothes off in front of a little girl. Last time I checked, you guys didn't call that out. You guys said, hey, this person identifies as a woman, so it's okay. Not caring if this emotionally scarred the little girl. And you guys say that you guys hate pedophilia? Okay, then.
Groomers or pro-groomer advocate in the room with them doesn't ask a single question, because they don't mind groomers. They love it. They're just...
Hold up, they love it, but they kicked out Milo. So do they love it if they kicked them out? Again, you see how he's back, like how he's basically debunking his own claim, right?
So they're the world's biggest hypocrites. So, and by the way, if you notice, Tim Pool said when Kanye was referring to Jewish people, he said, I don't use the word. He's like, in other words, I agree with you on the press, I just don't use the word Jewish, because he's got to have plausible deniability. Anyway, I don't care if Tim Pool's an anti-Semite or not. I don't care.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do care. You called him a bitch. You do care. Another freaking large platform that's BSing a lot. The Young Turks.
Okay, by the way, I don't mind platforming as long as you actually hit him, right? Instead, he comes in, he's like, "Oh, the press has been so unfair to you." You're halfway up.
Again, these same guys won't invite Kanye West in their own damn show because they handler said they can't do that. These guys are full-fledged goddamn cowards as well.
The Nazi's ass. Is that the kind of interview you do? But I want to just say one more thing about Kanye. I mean, you want to talk about bitches. So this guy, I mean, Tim Pool's sitting there slobbering all over you. But because he wouldn't say the Jews did it, exactly when you demanded that he say it, you walk out, you're that fragile.
Yeah, he is.
This guy walks around pretending to be a tough guy. "Oh, it's the Jews, I'm so strong and brave. Oh, it's the Jews, hate, hate, hate. I'm so strong and masculine." My ass.
He did not say strong. He did not say strong and masculine. He basically said I held it together. That's basically what he said. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm strong and masculine," like you would hear from the Andrew Tates or the Fresh and Fit. Freaking Yuga just brought that up because just to try to prove a stupid point. But Kanye, like I said, okay, so I'm gonna that's all I have for right here. But Kanye West is going through a lot. Like they did bring forth this 80 million taxation thing, and then he losing custody of his kids. He's losing a whole bunch of money. So Kanye West is going through it. Oh, sorry, yeah, Ye is going through it a lot. So they are quick to criticize a certain person, but they won't actually talk to that talk to that certain person about what he's going through. Because Ye has been going through it for a bunch of years now, and Tim Pool definitely did not help that at all. He actually probably made it a little bit more worse. Because right now, what Tim Pool did, he basically just used Ye for exploitation, like more exploitation than what he already has. And now the video that's uploaded from Tim Cass has almost 2 million views. And a lot of his other videos don't have that as much. So this one by itself, this video itself brought forth Tim Pool some more recognition, but it also brought him some more hatred as well because of how he handled it, and he handled it very poorly. If he really wanted to have an honest discussion, he would have chose a platform, let's say Rumble, and actually went at it more because since he was on YouTube and he was trying to not piss off Susan or what wasn't that? Yeah, Susan. He basically just played it safe instead of actually trying to get into some actual news or an actual interview. He wanted to just do the He wanted to just make it like just your regular Timcast IRL, and we all knew that wasn't going to happen. But he was so damn brain dead in this that when Kanye West, even after Tim Pool brought up that article, when Kanye West went at it, he basically was just like, "Oh, hold on, yeah, hey, we kind of going at it too fast, don't you think?" Completely just being stupid. He was stupid. Tim Pool was stupid here to not expect Kanye West to actually talk about this, even though he brought forth Kanye West to talk about it. But he wanted to do it the regular Timcast way, where you talk about some news articles and not have a full-fledged interview. And now when Kanye West figured out this guy is not actually going to listen, or he's not actually going to have an honest discussion, Kanye West walked out. So I don't blame Kanye for walking out here if Tim Pool is not going to have an honest discussion. So that's my take on it, and let me know what you guys think about in the comments below. If you guys like what I'm saying, like and subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. Peace. Also, make sure you join me on my Discord. The links are in the description below. You guys want to have a conversation, want to talk. You guys want to promote your own videos. You want to talk about gaming, movies, and TV shows, or politics. Just hit that link in the description box below. And let's have a chat. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch. I'll be on my Twitch sometimes, just playing games, to be chilling. Some new games coming out this year that I want to play, especially when it comes to, like, you know, Resident Evil games. And, you know, just make sure you subscribe there, you follow me there, and let's have some fun. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because you know, the YouTube algorithm is hurting everybody at this point, and they do not like seeing small guys like myself grow. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because your man try to get paid here, people. It don't take nothing but a second.